Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Stay Teeny Zone podcast. It's your bitch, Luna.
And I'm Knobbe.
On today's episode, we are doing our top 5 songs and our top 5 music videos.
Specifically K-pop. So Luna, if I hear one fucking country song, I'm leaving this call. Okay?
Yeah, just because I'm from the South doesn't mean shit. I fucking hate country.
Well, I was just saying country as an example.
But anyway, before I say anything, rest in peace to the lead singer of Smash Mouth. We ain't getting no more. Hey, now you're an all-star.
Oh, I was really confused on who you were talking about. I didn't know. He died. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, no matter if it's K-pop or not, we all love. Hey, now you're an all-star.
Get your game on. Go play.
Yeah.
Good one.
Anyway,
I do have something to say though before we
uh,
start. Everyone, Luna is now a multi-stan specifically for Stray Kids and ATEEZ, and it is all of my fault. I 100% take the blame, and I am completely fine with that. It's not a bad thing, but we spent like a good 3 hours the other night just going back and forth between watching Stray Kids and ATEEZ, and then it just ended up watching ATEEZ because she was just so unfathomably obsessed with Hungjung, and she still is, mind you, okay? But it just got so
I
bad that
cried.
she did cry. She had a little bit, she needed her inhaler a little bit, but that's fine. But no, she's a multi now. She loves Stray Kids and ATEEZ, and it's all my fault, and I love it.
I mean, I've always been like a multi, but like this is like just
You're in it.
yeah,
You got your claws deep in the tube.
yeah, like very, very deep. Cause like she was just showing me stuff and I was like, oh yeah, I've never seen this music video of ATs or this song. I was just learning more about ATs and I was showing her stuff about Stray Kids that she's never seen. And then all of a sudden this live just pops up of Hongjoong and, and I cried.
It was his most recent YouTube live where he's got the beanie on and he talks
Yeah,
about how he has Alfredo and a steak, and then he goes Hungjung, which was a great intro to his live, but had
yeah.
that. And then I think it was also because we watched Black Cat Nero, and something about that really did something for you. So,
It started off with Black Cat Nero and then it was Cyberpunk, I
mm-hmm,
believe as well.
mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, without further ado, since since I started off, it's time for you to start off with your top 5 music videos.
We're starting with music videos.
Yeah, let's start with
Okay.
music videos.
I'm gonna start with five for mine. You can start with your one, I don't care, but I'm starting with my five or my bottom one, just to go up. So, number five on my music video list is no, okay, wait. Preface wise, all of these music videos and songs are ATEEZ, okay? Like, could you expect anything else? Probably not.
No,
So, all of the music videos and all the songs are ATEEZ. So, just keep that in mind, okay? I'm not gonna say buy ATEEZ after every fucking title, okay? So, number five is Eternal Sunshine, which is, you haven't watched it. It's such a good little, like, happy music video. It's a lot of
oh,
18's comfort song. It's one of my
excuse
favorite
me.
comfort songs. I watch it anytime I want to be in a better mood or anytime I am really upset. I watch it because it's such a good uplifting song, as well as like the music video is so bright and just so colorful and like happy. And so it's just a nice, you know, mood boost if you're having a really bad day. So I don't care if you don't listen to K-pop, whoever's listening. If you are having a bad day, you should watch Eternal Sunshine or even listen to it and it might just boost your mood even just a little teeny bit.
My top five. I'm gonna start with my bottom as well. So my number five, I'm gonna have to give it to BTS DNA
Oh,
because that's what got me into K-pop. Like BTS, that music video specifically, DNA is what got me into K-pop. So that will always have like a special place in it deep right here in
deep
my
within
heart.
you.
Yep, deep in my heart.
It's
So
a good one. My number four is The Real. That one's not as much of like a uplifting one as it is just kind of like a funny music video. Like they act out them being in like high school and being in these like cliques or whatever. And at the very end, they have this weird moment when they run towards each other and like slam their hands to grab this like notebook and stuff. And it's kind of more of a comedic music video, but it's still really fun at the same time. And it's just, I can't help but smile through the whole entire video when I watch it. Plus, both Eternal Sunshine and The Real when they're in like these little cliques in both of them, it's Uyung and San in both of them. So that's even better, okay?
my number four. Hmm. Man, that's a hard one. Number four.
I had my shit ready, girl. Come on,
I'm
give it to
not,
me.
I might have to give it to Twice, TT,
It's called
because
TT.
TT, like
Okay.
TT.
Okay.
Kenobi does not really like girl groups,
Which isn't a bad thing, okay? It's not a bad thing.
but just like DNA has a special place in my heart, TT has a special place in my heart because that was actually like the first song that I've listened to of K-pop. I mean, everybody listened to Gangnam Style, but Twice was actually like the first like music video that I ever saw of K-pop. But DNA was like the one that really got me into it.
The one that pulled you in, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Gotcha.
hmm But TT, is the one that, just
I got you. The one that helped you like get your little toes in the water.
yeah,
Little
yeah,
tiptoes.
my little baby toes.
My number three is Gorilla, which I'm pretty sure is how you say it. They spell gorilla completely different than how gorilla is actually spelled, but that one's a good one. That one's a very, again, like I've said before, that one just gives me very like screamo metal vibes, and I love metal. I went to a metal concert back in like June for Bad Omens, and that shit was so fucking good. So I'm a hardcore metal girl at heart, and Gorilla was just, ooh, that was so good. And the music video for it is just even better because they all look so good in it. It's just whew, so good.
Mm.
There's this cool like flag part scene where they like all really have like a flag and they're like yelling, but it's slow-mo and it looks so cool. So fucking cool.
My number three. I might have to give it to Stray Kids. It's going to be Elevator.
That's such a good choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to an elevator because that was like when I was actually starting to become a multi.
Mhm.
And I remember Elevator coming out, and I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are cool as shit.
I haven't listened to Elevator in years, honestly. I don't remember the last time I listened to it. I need to listen to it. That shit goes hard. My number two,
Mm-hmm.
my number two's gotta go to Halazia, okay? You got Sunghwa being blonde, you've got Wooyoung having red hair, and like Yosang has these fucking chains that are on him that he drags and he looks so fucking cool in them. And then at the end, like San gets this weird like metal ball thing like falling on him and it hits him or something. It's just something about that one really gets me going. It's so good and it's just I get tingles every time I watch it. I'm like, oh, they're so fucking sexy.
My number two, I'm gonna have to give it to Stray Kids. Social Path.
Oh, so
That
the new one.
hmm just the whole entire like music video, the song, it's just amazing.
Can I guess
Like
what really did it for you?
what?
Was it the part where Chan gets like rubbed up and down with these hands and they like come and like crawl on his neck and everything? Was it that
Yeah,
part? I fucking knew it.
yeah. I have a thing for leaders, apparently. Or
You
just
do, you do.
or just the older members. Because like in BTS, Seokjin and Yoongi were like my top two. Like always, like nobody ever competed near them.
Hmm.
In Stray Kids, fucking Big Chan. Like he's got me in a throat in twice. Nyan and Gio straight for my throat. In
Mm-hmm.
fucking 80s, fucking ah fucking Hong Jung. Oh my god.
Captain the
Kick
Captain.
me in my throat. But
Oh
then
my God.
Mingy would just come around out of nowhere and then he just shoves poor little Hong Jun to the side and he
But
power.
but Mingy is the third youngest. He's not even in the older group.
I know that's the weird thing. That's the weird thing. Is here comes fucking Mingy just standing over me with his fucking big ass foot on my face. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Sorry, I really went off.
No, I mean I get it. That's just me, but only with Uyang. Like no one else. Like I get bias wrecked by all the rest of ATs all the fucking time, but no one can compete with Uyang, honestly. That boy's got my heart forever, okay? Forever. But that shit goes into my number one, which Luna, you probably aren't gonna be shocked because I told you this when we watched it. It's gotta go to Inception.
Oh yeah.
Inception is so fucking good. Something about it, specifically Uyung, okay? I talk about him all the time, okay? Specifically him, his hair looks so good in it. There's a whole part at the end where they're dancing in fucking water and he goes down on his fucking knees and then spins and they do this like part where they like roll their body and stuff all their knees and it's so good. And especially the lyric when they say every day and night I'm gonna chase you, believe is what it is. And it's like, gosh, I want someone to say that to me instead of I love you. Like every day and night I'm gonna chase you. Like, what the fuck? But it's my favorite part in that whole thing is Young. Just and it is for any music video, but that one specifically just really has me. It really got me.
My number one.
I'm excited. What is it?
I have to give it the 80s.
Fuck yes. Let me guess. Can I guess? Can I guess?
Yes.
Is it Black Cat Nero?
Yes.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I watched that shit at work today. I put it on and I was just sitting there entranced. I was like, yes. Yes.
That shit
Yeah.
makes me so fucking happy. Oh my fucking God.
Yep.
I fucking did it. That was my goal. And this friendship was to convert you, and I did it, and I'm so fucking proud of myself.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I like ATs, but like Stray Kids really have my heart, like Bang Chan. And then we were on the phone the other night discussing what we were gonna do for today's episode. Um, and just throwing out some ideas. And we just started watching music videos and then
I did my magic. I literally every time she was like, Knobbe, you don't do this to me. Please don't. And I'm like, you could leave anytime, okay? I'm just here providing the entertainment. You could actually hit that red button there and leave. And she goes, I can't. I can't. And I'm like, it's just because you want this. Like you
And
keep
then
saying no, but like you're still here.
and then Hongjoon, he fucking went on live, and then that was just the end of it. Like I legit had a full blown asthma attack. Like he looked so good that I just got up and I grabbed my inhaler, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And then tears were just running down my face.
Girl, you are describing literally every 18 out there when they discover who their bias is, okay? Because that was me. That was me.
It's like the thing is that I have listened to ATs in the past, but it was always Mingy.
Hmm.
Bring it back to Mingy. Mingy was always mine. I don't know. There was just something about his face. Like it was just fucking glorious. It
I
was
mean, it's such a
beautiful.
unique face, but it's beautiful.
Yeah. And I was like, this man. And then, and then I
A
don't
little
know.
captain.
And then here comes fucking Captain, oh Captain, and it did
He
it for me.
scurried underneath Mingy and came up right in front of you. That's what happened.
Yeah. And I was just like, what is this?
Here we fucking are.
Now, I'm really excited for this. Top five songs. Because,
Am I going first again?
no, I'll go first.
Okay. Are you starting with your fifth one or first one?
Uh,
Fifth one. All right.
all
Bring it,
right.
bitch. Bring it.
So, my fifth song has to go to Eric Nam.
Oh,
It's K-pop.
I know. I know Eric Knobbe.
I don't know you anymore.
I don't know if I know that one.
Oh my god. I have to show it to you. It's so good. Like, I don't know you anymore. It really got me through some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was with my ex-fiance and our relationship just started going downhill, every time I listened to that song, it was like describing our whole relationship. And yeah, so I Don't Know You Anymore by Eric Nam will always be like one of my top fives.
I used to listen to Eric Nam a little bit. There are a couple songs of his that I know knew. I couldn't tell you the names now. Like I right over my head, I don't know, but I used
Mm-hmm.
to. My number five goes to Horizon, which is from ATEEZ's Treasure Epilogue Action 2 Answer album. That one, I don't know if you know that one, Luna. It's not one of like the main songs on that album, but it's I don't know, something about it's so good and they have performed it live at a few of their concerts, including the one that they have a DVD for, which I have the DVD. Obviously, why would I not fucking have the DVD?
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good. Something about that song because I think it's mainly because Wooyoung and Seonghwa have this whole like this part where they kind of harmonize to each other, but it's not like harmonizing at the same time. Like one sings and then the other sings after, but it's something about it. It's so good. It gets me every fucking time.
My number four, I'm gonna have to give it to BTS. Love Yourself, Tear. Tear just has, I don't know what it is, but I had the Love Yourself Tear album and I put it in and I heard that song and I blew my speakers out listening to that song. So, yes.
As you should.
So Tear right there. My number four.
My number four has to go to New World, which is from their World Episode 1 Movement album, which is the album of Gorilla. That song, what really gets me on that one is the very beginning when Yuho goes, "Hello World," and I'm like, ooh. And what really introduced me to that song was the DVD for their Soul concert. That's what really got me into that song because I didn't listen to that song before. I had never listened to it, and then I watched that, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." And then Seunghwa's part came up, and I was like, "Oh, oh." And then I saw San and Wooyoung and just all of them, and I was like, "Oh, oh, oh my gosh!" And so now I listen to this song every day because it's so good.
Alrighty. My number three, I'm gonna have to give it to ATs. Not
Okay,
ATs, Stray Kids.
okay.
I'm gonna give it to Stray Kids, and it's gonna be questions.
I haven't heard that song in a while.
Mm-hmm. It's on my head to make me question. Just got me thinking.
My
That's a
question.
man, you wasn't supposed to finish it out just in case copyright.
I paused. They ain't coming from my ass.
Yeah. So my number three, questions.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was obsessed with that video when I first got into Stray Kids. I remember that. My
Mm-hmm.
number three is Gorilla. So in line with my number three music video, number three is Gorilla. Because again, just that fucking like scream part at the end
Oh
and
yeah.
just the whole vibe of that song. Every time I listen to it in my car, I turn that shit up and I scream at the top of my lungs to it. Like I just, ugh, I could not imagine what it would be like to scream to this song at a concert because that's just one of my dreams. I would love to do that. Love to do it.
My number two. And you probably won't even guess what my number two is.
What is it?
It's ATs. Say my name.
Oh no, I could have fucking guessed that. You love Say My Name.
I do. Say my name.
Say My Name is a fucking good one. In my opinion, okay, that shit was way ahead of its time and would have been
Yes.
so much better if they released it now. Like it would have been so much more popular than it
And
was.
that's the thing. That is what got me. When I was like sort of kind of getting into ATs, I was like, I like them, but I'm just gonna casually listen to them
Mhm.
because I saw Mingy and a lot of people were showing live performances. I've never seen the actual music video until she showed me, but I seen live performances and just Mingy like rolling his body. I was like, yes, I want to take that home to my parent. I want to take that home to my parents.
Plus, that was Hong Jung mullet era, which we were
I
which we
know.
were fucking robbed of. They had to fucking cut it.
I know.
The
Fucking.
only mullet I've ever
I
liked on a man was Hong Jung.
don't know. Taehyung got a mullet and
That's true too. Taehyung's was really good.
oh
Wooyoung
yeah.
is starting to get a little bit of a mullet, and honestly, here for it. I want that man to never cut his hair.
I have a thing for just long hair in general.
Me too, girl. Me too.
Alrighty. What's your number two?
My number two, you could probably guess it, Luna, because I've talked about getting a tattoo of this, so
Already
you could
know.
probably guess it. It's Mist, which is from their All to Action album, which I believe is the Wonderland album, I believe. But that song, and Luna, you already know why I love that song. That song gets me simply because of Woo-young's part, because just it's so good. His vocals are so underrated, and that song, while it is only like a few lines, it really showcases his vocals, and it's just so good. Every time I listen to it, I get chills. Every time I hear his part, the chills fucking like multiply when I listen to it. It's one of those songs I can never skip because it's so good. It just is fucking beautiful and I melt every time I hear it.
Alrighty. For my number one. And I know damn well you ain't gonna fucking guess it. It's called Love Bomb. And it's by a girl group named Promise 9. And let me tell you, I get fucking crunked. It doesn't matter. Like, anytime I'm like in a bad mood or whatever, I just fucking get in my car and listen to this shit. And I bust out my speakers. Like, it is that fucking good. Like, I don't care what it is or what. Love Bomb. Mm-mm.
You're right, I wouldn't have guessed that. You can guess my number one though. My number one song is Inception, which is from the Fever Part 1 album, but again, it's that fucking lyric that gets me, just like fucking grabs me by the fucking neck. And again, with Young's part, just any vocal that he does just really fucking, it tears me down. It knocks me the fuck out. It grabs me by the fucking throat and chokes me because it's so fucking good. Oh, it's so good. So fucking good. That's
But
all I got.
that's all I got.
Let us know what your top five K-pop songs are, if any of you listen to K-pop, or just like any song that you like. Comment it below or do it on one of our social medias, something. Just give us a little something. Tell us something. Tell us about yourself. You know, we want to get to know the
Yeah.
people who are viewing, who are subscribing, who are listening, since you guys are helping us to evolve. So we love you all. I think last time we looked, we had 14 subscribers right now. So like we love all
15.
14. Oh, 15. We love all 15 of you.
And
Thank
the
you.
6 that follows us on Spotify could be a part of the
Hey.
same
Yes.
15 that's
Yes.
on YouTube, but
We love you all. You all help make our podcast grow, and we appreciate you. Even if you don't like K-pop and you're listening, we appreciate you and are glad that you're here to join us.
yep, this week is also our other part in other news.
Mhm.
I think this week we're gonna be talking about conspiracy theories.
Yes, conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
so be on the lookout for that.
We hope you guys have been enjoying these.
We've been enjoying them as well. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go throw up thinking about Hongjun. Probably cry again.
Honestly, same, but with Uyang, so
Yeah, back off my fucking captain.
first come, first serve.
I will snatch your weave off. Anyway.
Bye.